90% of Mac users are scared of the terminal according to the study I definitely didn't just make up. But I mean, the terminal's full of ominous sounding 2-letter commands like cd and ls, and what the hell is a directory and why does it have parents? However, the terminal can actually be super useful, even for normal plebs like you and me, but in a slightly different way. So here's the Mac user adapted guide to using the terminal. Now there are 2 use cases we'll go over in this video. Obviously the first and most important reason to use the terminal is to look cool. Now the good thing about the terminal is that there's no barrier to entry because it's free, open source, and it doesn't require an account to use. Oh, never mind. But what even is the terminal anyway? Well, the terminal is a command line interface built right into your operating system. Instead of clicking on buttons or menus, you type out commands to tell the computer what to do, hence the name command line interface. Now macOS and Linux have a standard set of commands that makes it really useful for coding and scripting and stuff, I think. But you don't need to learn all that scary stuff. Start by installing Homebrew, which to put it simply is like an app installer but for people who get a little too excited when they hear the words open source. Now if you check out the Homebrew formulae, it basically shows you all the things you can install. You can look through the list, although most of these are unintelligible packages for coding stuff, and all we need for our grand plan is neofetch, btop, and cmatrix. So just copy paste the command to install it and run it for the first time, and boom, you've got an Apple logo on your screen so that you can flex the fact that you spent $2,000+ on a laptop so you can run Excel on max graphics, btop so that you can see how many CPU cores are being used by your one Safari tab, and this green hacker screen thing, which is just cool, right? Trust me, go show your friends. I found even more cool packages courtesy of my Discord members, link in the description by the way, but there is one downside, which is that these packages are completely useless because if you want to actually look at them, you can't really have anything else on your screen. Now the second use case for the terminal is the complete opposite because it's actually really useful. For example, this terminal command makes your dock look bigger and better. Sorry, that really wasn't funny. This command lets you add spacers to your dock to organize it better. But seriously, the terminal lets you change settings and customize your Mac in a way that you can't really do in the normal settings app. As another example, I set my dock to hide automatically and to only appear when I put my cursor down here, but there's this little delay that I want to get rid of so it appears instantly, so of course there's a command for that. Now it appears and disappears as fast as you, and if that's too boring for you, there are some funner commands as well, like the caffeinate command that makes coffee for you because computers can definitely do that, or the network quality one that, well, checks your network quality. I don't know what you're expecting. There's also the say command, which I'm struggling to find a genuine use case for, but it might be fun to play around with when you're super bored and have no Wi-Fi.
Yes, this is the actual voice. I don't know why they made so many of them, but they're all kinda funny.
Now of course there's a wide plethora of other actual use cases for the terminal, notably scripting, and there's probably going to be some angry comments from Linux users, which is assuming there are any. However, I did not have the budget to include more stuff in the video, and to be completely honest, I am not an expert on the terminal, and you probably wouldn't even care anyways. So for now you can sit in the coffee shop feeling superior to the others now that you've got something other than an Excel spreadsheet on your screen.